Fermentation is the fundamental process by which grape juice becomes wine. So if most wine is still, meaning it has no bubbles, where does champagne get its sparkle from? The answer is that the bubbles are added in by fermenting the wine not just once, but twice. In the ancient times, this phenomenon happened unintentionally because winemakers didn't yet understand the science behind fermentation. Around the world, most winemakers bottle their wine in the wintertime when it's cold. So in the spring, when things start to warm up, the fermentation would actually start over again and the bottles would fizz and explode. So obviously this was a problem, and at first champagne makers tried their best in vain to get rid of the bubbles. Around the 17th century, as champagne started to make its way to other international markets, the French discovered that people like the English and the Russians actually loved the bubbles in champagne, so they decided to embrace it. The process of making a sparkling wine like champagne starts with a blend of different still wines. So the winemaker will put them all together, put them in this actual bottle, and they'll add a dose of sugar and yeast. Then they'll put a nice strong crown cap on top and let the fermentation start to happen inside the bottle. In champagne making, this is known as the second fermentation, and this process actually takes a pretty long time to complete. In fact, when the yeast finally stops fermenting, it actually starts to decay and add extra flavors to the champagne. So typically champagne makers will let it sit for a really long time to give it even more flavor, sometimes for up to 10 years or more. Since the 1800s, bottle fermentation is the standard for making champagne. In fact, it's the law. And this is known as the Methode Champenoise. And today, all top quality sparkling wines, even non-champagne wines, are made this way. Although in other parts of the world, they can't use the term Methode Champenoise. Typically, they call it the traditional method. So as you can see, this is why making champagne is so time and labor intensive, and what makes it so complex, so desirable, and of course, more expensive than any other sparkling wine in the world. It's a process that takes the perfect balance of science and nature and a skilled hand. So next time you enjoy a bottle of fine champagne, just take a moment to appreciate what a beautiful, happy accident this is and how lucky we are to be able to enjoy it. So thanks for watching today, and for more quick sips like this, be sure to subscribe. I'm Marc Supsic. Cheers.